All right, welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2. We are watching as the Hope Spring Eternal Express pulls into the station. This is where we left off last time. Let's see if it makes a profit after making its full run all the way. Huzzah! All right, $875,000 in gross there, which means we're 248 in the black. So now that that system has completely run through its entire course, we're hoping that these, oh geez, come on, full load, please. 42 people will pay, that'll be cycled through the entire time, and this will be kind of our first full run of this train so that we can really see how much money this network will make. We'll check in with this train later. We are going to go ahead and modify its route, though, or the network that's working on, because there is a lot. Now we have this line built, there's a lot of opportunities for us to start making a lot of money now that we've connected all these cities. After kind of scouting around, I've determined that the best course of action next is to double track the entire route, or at least get us to a point where we've got significant passing lanes for all of this. And then after that, linking up and getting fuel to all the other cities that it needs, and food to all the other cities that need it. So this is going to be a pretty big project. We're going to start all the way at Salt Lake City, and we're going to make sure that there's enough passing routes through Hartford, Norfolk, Chicago, and Evansville. Before we do that, though, we need to go ahead and upgrade all the stations that are part of that. I mean, this is part of the bigger mission already, but we need to do it. So we're going to start way... Actually, nope, let's not do that. Let's start way up here. Salt Lake City already has a cargo station, and it's got 94 fuel just sitting there ready to be delivered. Let's go to Detroit now, and let's increase... let's configure this station to do the same. So in order to do this, you just have to add platforms. So we're going to go to the platforms. We're going to go to cargo platform, and we're going to add 4 there. And then we're going to go to the tracks, and we're going to increase. We're going to do 2 tracks, and then we'll do a second platform. What this allows us to do is have 2 lanes worth of cargo. That actually 3 right now, because we don't have a double track there, but that's okay. We have now 3 terminal tracks that will be linked up that will deal with cargo. We now need to link these in with the rest of the network. So we're going to do what we would normally do with tracks as they come out of a station, keep them straight, and then we're going to link them in. Woo! All right, so we got to clean this up a little bit in order to make it work. So we're going to pause real quick. And then we're going to bring this in so that it all makes sense. There we go. And then this one, that's just really close. I'm probably going to have to redo this. This is part of that cleanup that I was saying was eventually going to happen. It just hadn't happened yet. So there we go. There's that now. And I do need that to be double tracked. There we go, perfect. Okay, there's that. And then we need this with the train depot to link back up with everything. Too much curvature. There we go, perfect. All right, does that get enough room? I think it does. Now we need to cross-track this. Perfect. So that any train that wants to can get across. Oh, actually, we didn't need to. We didn't. Yeah, we can just leave it there. We also cross-track over here so that cargo trains have the least amount of time in which they have to be on the wrong side of the track. Now we're going to build some signals. And essentially, we need to do that for every single one of our train stations. Okay, so let's do the opposite side now. This is sometimes the tedious work that you need to do on this game to make sure that things work correctly. This whole cross track thing I hate doing, even though it's highly effective, because sometimes it just doesn't want to work. If your elevation is slightly off, like here, for instance, it won't allow you to double track it. So you have to kind of go back in and redo it and find the right combination so that it will click into place. And this might take, there we go, perfect, there it is. It might take several attempts, so this is kind of how it is. Okay, we can do that. And then we're just going to link that in like that. Aren't we? No, we're just going to do that. Okay, perfect. There we go. All right, so that station's now taken care of. We have to do that with every single one. So we'll make sure that these signals are correct. There we go, there we go. Perfect. So that's what that one will now look like whenever it's completely done. Now let's go down the line and do the next one. All right. Oh, one more thing we gotta do. I completely forgot. We have to add a new building to the station so that it can accept cargo and distribute cargo. So we go to our cargo buildings and we try to find the one that can fit the space. This one can handle 40, but unfortunately it won't fit anywhere. So I gotta do the 21. All right, so there we go. And that will now link up with that, but again, now we have to kind of, again, this is causing some issues, because now we have to increase this terminal, this depot, so that it can accept the goods from there. Okay, so we're going to get the game going again, because we do want to be making money while this is going on. Let's double the speed. All right, let's go on to Hartford and do the exact same thing. We're going to go ahead and start by double tracking the passenger line, and then let's go ahead and put another passenger platform. We did not do that in Detroit, but eventually we'll go back and fix that. There's that. Then we'll go double track. Okay, and then we'll go cargo platform. And lastly, cargo building. This one will fit, and this will double our capacity. So we'll put that in, and now that is set there. Let's now build the track. And we're going to give this enough runway so that we can get all those systems in a smooth fashion. We can keep that flat, run our X. Again, that helps the train switch tracks to go to whatever platform it needs to go to. We need a little bit more distance here. And we might have to redo this one. We'll see. Yeah, might have to redo it. All right, take that out. There. There, perfect. Okay, yep, got it. Go to the other side, do the same thing. It's a long platform. I did good on this. All right, this is slightly downhill. I can't have that. I gotta have it even. I gotta have it flat so that I can build the X. Build the X. Build the X. All right, I do need to build the X on this side as well. We're gonna go ahead and take this all the way out. I'm keeping an eye on my money. It has not gone down yet from where we started the episode, so that's good. If I can go this entire kind of upgrades, all these track upgrades, without dipping below 7 million, that would be a huge win. Because I'm gonna have to buy some trains today. Trains, maybe singular, maybe multiple. Who knows? All right, there we go. Get that side. Oh, great. I get to double track it. Awesome. Signals. signals, 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 and then here, signals. On the reverse side, just gotta do the same thing. Link this in. Wonderful. Link this in. Wonderful. And you gotta double track this. Or cross track it. Perfect. It's working well. Again, that's why you have to, whenever you're building these stations, you have to make sure that you're coming flat out of the station, or that cross-tracking doesn't work. It just doesn't work. The program doesn't allow for it. So you would have to redo them anyway. So just come out of them strong and doing it the right way the first time, and then you'll be fine. All right, let's move on to our next one. We got Norfolk, then we got Chicago, then we got Evansville. This time, I'm just going to redo this myself, and then I'll bring you back in whenever it's time to go through the next stage. All right, see you soon. Right. Okay, so we have done a lot. We've upgraded all of the stations to now be cargo stations. So this is Chicago. It now has a cargo station as well. It also has a cargo platform for trucks to be able to swiftly take the cargo from the station to the city. We have reconfigured all of our train depots so that they will now be able to feed into the system. I'm in the process of double tracking everything. I've double tracked this entire first section here. It is getting pricey though, so I'm trying to avoid doing the rest just because it's hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars per major section. So I'm just gonna kind of do little mid-sections, little passing lanes for the rest in the hopes that they can that it won't slow down traffic too much. Okay, so we're gonna go there. That one's coming in, so that's good. We're gonna continue to do that style, so let's put one here as well. We're gonna try to have probably like 2 passing lanes in between each city, so that each one is not, and there's no one that's stuck. And the full upgrade of the track is not too far off. Like we're pretty close. Probably, it might be that at the end of this episode, even before I record again, that we have that I go ahead and just redo all of it and just add the track. But we'll see. We'll see. So there's one for that section. We need one more. We'll do it right over here. Yeah, where it's flat. It'll be the easiest. Go there. Long section. Again, because it kind of, really, at the end of the day, whenever I double track the whole thing, I'm not adding too much more track than what I'm already laying right now, right? So, you're pretty much cutting the cost in half as I'm doing this. And then I'll take the next big chunk off camera. So that's kind of what we're doing right now, just making sure everything's okay. All right, here's another long stretch we don't want to be caught on. Because again, remember, every time that your trains are waiting, that's money that you're losing because you're paying maintenance the entire time. So you don't want your trains ever waiting. You want them constantly moving until they hit a station. There's that. And then this here, it gets complicated, right? So I'm going to go ahead and take this track here, and I'm going to stretch that out pretty far. Because I do not want anyone through that station slowing anybody else down, right? So there's that. Let's add one more set. There we go, perfect. All right, and then we have the rest already double tracked. So that's very helpful. Okay, cool. So we are good to go on the tracks. We have put signals in wherever signals would be required. There's a pretty long stretch right here. I might double do this one real quick. That's part of the reason why I do like this game. That aerial view really gives you a good sense of everything that's going on. It's very helpful. Very helpful. Let's actually double that one. Okay, there we go. All right, and then we got that one over there. Awesome. So now we need to kind of work on our trains a little bit, right? So we've got this long train line that's taking us from Detroit all the way to Evansville. It's making us about $500,000 in profit right now. Its numbers are really solid overall. I mean, it's constantly making us money. Looks like on occasion, looks like whenever it's in between routes, it dips back down into the negative, but then it immediately jumps back up into the positive. So very, very strong economic one there, okay? What I've decided to do is to take one single train and use that train to deliver food and fuel to all the cities, right? So we have food needs here, Salt Lake City, Detroit, Hartford, and that's it. We've got fuel needs in Evansville, Chicago, Norfolk, and Detroit. So we need a lot of fuel, we need a lot of food to each of these cities. With that being said, a single train that has both types of wagons is going to be enough, which means that our train that we have here, I believe, nope, that's the passenger line. The train formerly known as Budget Black Hole, which is barely making us money, is going to be resurfaced. It's going to be transformed into a train that will do one job, and that is to deliver grain to the bread factory. That bread factory will then produce food, and then the other train will pick everything else up and deliver it to each of the cities. This is going to be a more specialized train for the long run. So we're going to allow this train to drop off, and then we're going to go ahead and kill the rest of its capacity, and we're going to force it to only do one thing. So let's speed this up a little bit. Well, actually, as it's going, let's manage the vehicle. Let's take off. We're going to take off its ability to deliver fuel. And then, after this, we are going to go ahead and as soon as it drops off at the station, we're going to change its route to only be delivering the grain. And we're going to add some capacity to it so we can do even more. We got the mogul right now. We're going to upgrade the train engine, and we're going to add a lot more wagons so that it can do the job that we need it to do. So let's go ahead and see it drop off here. It's going to drop off 12 bread. It's not going to pick anything else up. And it's going to get going. Let's just get it going. There we go. Okay. So let's service you because you're not good enough anymore. Okay, mogul, go away. I need a lot of power here. All right, I have 14 million in the bank. That's great. The Makito would probably be really good here. I've been using the Atlantic. Okay, the Atlantic is faster. Let's start with the Atlantic and see what our speed does. So flat out, it's going 50, and it's maxed out at 62. So that tells me that its current capacity is too heavy. That's 700 kilowatts. So I need more power than that. Okay, well, let's go with the Makito then. Wow, the class 9000, that would be, that'd be huge. All right, let's do this. Oh, okay, still flat out 50. Oh, its max speed is 50. Okay, well, let's look at its wagons real quick. Yeah, are the wagons maxed out, maybe? The wagons are maxed out at 50. Oh, okay, so we can't even go faster. Okay, so we are going to go with Makito then, because that's going to be more power at the speed that we need. Cargo. Let's go. We just need to add more gondolas. Do we have 12s right now? What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 12 is going to be 48, so that's good. How many of these can we do? That's 6 million. Are we still at 50? Great, we're still at 50. That's 120 capacity. It's 144 meters that they are currently working at. Oh, you're picking up grain right now, or food right now. Oh, interesting. Are you taking it to... Where are you taking it? Where are you taking that food, buddy? You are taking it to... oh. I screwed up. That's okay. Send it back. Stop. Change. Okay. Steam. We want the Makito. So because I had sent it back, like I had sent it into reverse, it had gone back to its original spot, picked up more bread, and was taking it back. So that's not going to work. Cargo. Gondola. Let's double what we currently have, because we'll need that. Modify for 6.8 million. Let's paint it yellow. All right, and now we're going to modify the line, because I want this to only deliver grain. Mobile Central, and then I want to go to Detroit branch. The rest of you, we're done. Okay? So that's going to be its entire route, is doing that back and forth. That way we can deliver grain as quickly as possible. And I'd like it to go faster than that, but we'll just see how that works out. Okay, so we just spent a lot of money there. Now it's going to go ahead and go do what it's supposed to do. Yeah, so it's going to Detroit right now. It's going to figure out, oh crap, I can't stay here. I might need to elongate this platform. Let's check real quick. If your platform's not long enough for the train you have, it gives a penalty to the load and unload. Okay, so that's actually not going to be long enough. So let's go ahead and add to this platform, because we can, and we've got the space in that direction. So we're going to do that so that this train can fit all the way. Okay, turn you around, have you go pick up the grain. Let's go down to the grain section. We'll make sure this platform is long enough. It's not currently. Platform, longer. Great. All right, so that will now be long enough to service. Yep, 120. Need more. Configure. One more. There we go. Perfect. That'll be long enough. Good. And that'll keep filling up. Well, let's see. Will it? Or do I need to put the actual? I need to put the actual tracks on here. Configure tracks. There we go. That's what I needed to do. Okay. Sorry, I'm moving pretty rapidly here. It's just I want to make sure that everything's correct. Okay, so that'll be able to now fill up with even more. I mean, it'll go up to 200, but it's still going. Great. So that'll do that route. What we need now is we need another train whose job it is to deliver fuel and food. And because there's no demand for fuel anymore, you can see actually this is completely dried up, as like there's nothing here. So the fuel is now all shifting to Salt Lake City. So we got to fix this pretty quickly. Let's start with our route. So we're going to have this train start by picking up bread. Then it's going to go to Salt Lake City, drop off some bread, pick up fuel, and then it's going to come and it's going to drop off fuel at Detroit. And then it's going to drop off food and fuel or just food at Hartford. And then it's going to drop off fuel at Norfolk. And then it's going to drop off fuel at Chicago. And then it's going to drop off fuel at Evansville. And then it's going to go all the way back. All right. Yes. So train. We're going to have it food, fuel, North Supply. Okay. All right. This is getting exciting. Okay. So now we're going to pick up a train that can do that. At this point, any train's going to work. Really. Any train's going to work that's going to be if we're getting any things to these cities, it's going to be helpful, right? So our max speed is 50 right now. So let's go with the Makito again. Cargo, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to go boxcars that deliver bread, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 8.7 million. That's the rest of our budget. Woo! I need 8.7. There we go. Perfect. Buy it. All right. Food for mainline. Okay. As that's coming out of the station, I need to pick up. Let's see. We need to make sure we got a good signal in here. So yeah, okay. So we need to make sure that this line does everything we need to do. Okay, so at Detroit, we are going to wait till full. We are going to load bread. At Salt Lake City, we are going to wait till full. We are going to unload bread, and we're going to load fuel. At Detroit, we're going to not load anything. We're going to unload bread and fuel. At Hartford, we're going to load nothing, and we're going to load nothing, unload bread. At Norfolk, we're going to load nothing, and we're going to unload fuel. At Chicago, we're going to load nothing, and we're going to unload fuel. At Evansville, we're going to load nothing, and we're going to unload fuel. Awesome. Now, the pinnacle of this plan would be that at some point along this, I could pick up things that would fit into one of those two wagon styles and take it all the way back. That would be like the ultimate best use of our time and our resources. So I need that eventually. It's not going to be yet. We're just going to kind of see how this works to begin, but we'll see. See, this passenger line's already waiting for that massive train I just sent off. So it's going to go to Hartford first. Okay. Okay. This has no grain, so it can't even send anything yet. So I guess that's fine. Okay, this has got 96 grain that is going to be sending. Let's turn you around. No. Turn around. Sorry, I gotta turn you around once you're past that. Shoot. I'll turn you around and send you back the other way. And turn around. Okay, so you're now gonna go to Detroit branch. Okay. Yeah, that should work. Yay! Oh, you know what we could do? We could have it loop back into that. That'd be pretty cool. Let's do this real quick because this will help us. Let's configure this. I got 1.5 million, so that helps. Let's double track this. And let's double platform it so that, pause. Let's extend the platform slightly. Yes, I think that's what I want to do. Tracks. Here we go. Because I want both these trains to be able to fit on this rail at the same time. So if I then do that, both these trains can do that. And then we're going to make sure that for the lines that they're on two separate tracks. So you are now going to go to 2. Okay, cool. So that can now wait until full while the other train is coming in, right? So that's going to come in, it's going to park, and then this one's going to come in and park right next to it. And then we'll be able to have both trains at the same time. Manage the vehicle, I want to manage the line. Manage the line, Detroit branch, wait till full. Let's wait 5 minutes. Okay, 96, great. So that's now working. Awesome. Okay, cool. All right, so that's now working. Great. Let's see if this is gathering. Yes, it's gathering bread. Awesome. Okay, so that's going to gather it. That's now going to... You just need to go. Once you drop off... Yeah, Detroit branch, you don't need to wait for anything. You can just go. I need you to do that as quickly as possible. Back and forth, back and forth. You're at $271,000. That's fine. Okay, so you're now going to take bread and you're going to go all the way to Salt Lake City and continue your journey. Okay, Salt Lake City has fuel gathering right now. That's great. We wanted that. Okay, this is being picked up as fast as it can be produced. We're going to increase this capacity a little bit so that we're not wasting any fuel. All right. I think that's going to do it. That's going to do it for today. That was a major project and a major step in the right direction for when it comes to this whole endeavor of trying to get the main line started. I mean, this is what eventually you want. You want singular trains delivering multiple goods to all the cities, and that's very helpful. I got 3.5 in the bank right now. I'm going to go ahead and repay some of the loan to end the episode. Okay, so we're down to 5 million. There we go. With that, let's follow this passenger train into the station. Have a great day.